I got my brick guy here. He's fixing my stucco. Or not stucco, but plaster. Plaster, is that the right word? Basically everywhere it had a bad spot, he come in here and fixed it. Cleaned it up, made it look right. There was another one, there was one. I'm gonna turn the luces on for un minuto. He don't like the lights on because it makes him hot. Right there, you see? See what he's done there? All that was missing. This was still in there. That little piece there, so he made all that, and then that piece was missing. He made all that. Basically got rid of all those bad spots there. Got those cleaned up. That's the way we do it around here. Now he's going back and re-caulking everything, making sure it's right. Then tomorrow we'll come in here and we'll paint this out and make it that stripe that we need. There we go. Looks good. The next day after it's dried, these guys are on it when it comes to this kind of stuff. Crazy how easy they just put stuff back like it ain't nothing.
Look at Donnie doing the trim work.
Trim work.
Boy, you're pretty good at that, Donnie.
Well, I got you fooled too.
So our buddy fixed up the concrete, or the plaster, whatever. It's concrete now, it was plaster. And Donnie's putting the trim above the windows, just clean it up a little bit, make it look nice. With our refresh color. Isn't that what it's called, Donnie? Refresh? I think this is Refresh. Sherwin-Williams Refresh.
I think that's right. It sounds right.
Yep. So the reason we picked that color is because we found that same color on the walls in here that apparently back in the 30s or the 40s, at one point that was the color of his room. So we're going right back to it. As a matter of fact, it's still on the wall over here.
Yep.
Right? So don't blame us for the color. It was picked out in the 30s.
Cleaning this up here. It's pretty rough. That's the steel I-beam. But the paint's coming off of it. So we're gonna clean that up, get it ready to paint. That mud gobbler's nest like right there. And you can see over here, this is what it was when he started. Basically that same thing there. So he's over there cleaning that one up. He's just gonna keep coming this way and clean all that up as we go. And we'll get this ready to paint and prep. And we'll be ready to paint the inside of it here shortly. We probably won't get to that today though. We've been doing all kinds of stuff. Busy, 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 busy.
This is something really interesting. I always like trying to, look at how the things were. So this building, this color was like a pink when they repainted it in about 2004 or something like that. This was painted like a pink. The sun has faded it all. To where now it kind of looks like it's almost like a really light kind of salmon color or something, right? So it's actually a good color to paint it because it faded pretty good where it still looks good. But if you look up here, they've been scraping this steel beam above the windows. By the way, this steel beam is the reason that we were able to put a beam in there over this window. It's because it's not actually sitting on the window, it's sitting on this steel plate. So that's what's holding up the roof. So anyway, this lintel up here on the front, the paint, they've been cleaning off, so it's pretty interesting. So you have, whenever they painted it in 2004 or whatever, you have the pink that this was, and they painted all the trim white. But under the white, if you look close, in a few places you can see gray was the color it was before that. This is just, to me, fascinating. So there's a little bit of gray. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah. It's confusing. So there's some gray, but before it was white, it was kind of like a dark brown, like a medium brown, I'd say. And then before that, it was like a cream color. And before that, it appears that it was like a green. The black, I think, is the actual steel, so I don't think that's like a paint. So it looks like we've got several colors. Yeah, if you look over here, you can see more of the gray. So it was white, and then a dark brown before that. Okay, so we'll do it the other way. It was originally black. It looks like the first color they painted it was green. We're not gonna paint it green. They painted it green, and then they painted it a light, like a tan, and then they painted it a gray, and then they painted it a medium brown, and then they painted it white. So I'm thinking we're going to paint the trim back white, and the building we're going to paint similar to that brown, the darker brown, the medium brown. I think that'd look pretty good. But we'll see what Donnie thinks. Donnie, what do you think?
I think 90% of that paint was put on there before they ever put this awning on here.
Yeah, I think you're right. So here's what I'm thinking. The black is like the original steel.
That's possible. Yeah.
Right? So it's not paint. That's the steel. And then the first color they painted it was that dark green.
That looks right.
And then they painted it the light tan, like the cream color, over the green. And then they painted it gray over the cream. And then they painted it medium brown over the gray. And then they painted it white over the medium brown.
You said it's medium brown. I would think that's more of a mustard.
Mustard. Uh-huh.
Something like that.
Well,
Yes.
that's what we're looking at.
Okay, so here we go. We basically cut this back flush with the brick. This is going to go in like so. Come all the way down and terminate here. Terminate right there. So we got it cut back. We're going to terminate here, making it flush down there. We're going to run it right into the down here. This comes out farther. This is the original building, and this is an add-on basically. They redid the front, but this was always been here. This piece. So we're trying to match it best we can. So we're going to go up underneath this piece, stop here, then stop out here. Should look pretty good. I'll let you see it when we get done with it here. We've got our piece here that we're fixing to cut. Okay, this is what it looks like after we put it on there. It's about level out there with the edge. Out here, obviously, it's sticking out. But that's just how we got to roll with it. We got no choice here. But we got it looking good. It trims the brick out good. It's not sticking out too far where you can't see the actual brick. This side's after you put silicone on, cleaned it up. Same thing. Looks good. The bricks are trimmed out there. Looks good. We got flies eating us up in here today. So we're spraying Clorox to keep the flies off. We're concentrating on them windows, so we sprayed it down with Clorox. that's not even a watered down Clorox, so it ain't huge, but you can see them falling down up there. They're every damn more. But anyway, caulking it, getting that done. Okay, y'all, I got done painting this front up here. Take you down and let you see it there. The front is, it's painted. It's fixed and painted, whatever you want to call it. So that's a wrap on painting the front room here. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up for filming. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below, and we'll catch you on the next one.